Ketchikan, Alaska.
Pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil. Pas de soleil, 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 pas de
Okay, now we're going to buffalo on the Buffalo. But there's a lot of good people that live here. And this up here is Cape Fox, those buildings up there. And they've got a tram to go up there if you want to go up there for dinner.
Oh.
Well, you're leaving it. You won't have time for that. Well, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
We have a, I don't know,
this is better. For me, this is better.
Have you been here before then?
No. We've been to Juneau yesterday.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
You aren't a politician, are you?
No.
Well, anyway, this is God's country.
And, why? Why God's country?
because people are good people here, and we're all nonchalant. This here is Thomas Boat Harbor here, Thomas Bay. But fishing has always been one of the major industries here, and what's going on now is that we have fish hatcheries, and the fish that are returning were actually born in a fish hatchery and then taken out and let loose. And all of the fish that come back were born in the creek that they were born in. So, but they return there, and then that's where they die and lay their eggs. It's pretty amazing what they do. Somehow they can return to the exact same creek. And some of the creeks that they return to are just tiny little creeks. But that's where they were born, so that's where they come back to. And I don't know how they do it. But this is all oil storage here. This is NOAA is building a dock here, and there are national oceanic and atmospheric situation, you know. And they are good. And this is our cemetery up here on the left. But this used to be Standard Oil of California right there. It's now Petromarine of Alaska. And then right out here we have our Coast Guard base. And they take care of our homeland security as well as the military
facilities.
But they do a good job. We take the fish that we have here are we've got the king salmon, silver salmon, chum salmon, the pink salmon, and that's the 5 major fish. But the one that's the most sought after is the king salmon. Now we also have halibut, and the halibut, they can get huge. I saw one up on a wall a while back. They'll follow them, and so they can have a snack every once in a while. And I think that we're becoming a snowbird town. You know what a snowbird is? When the snow flies, they go south.
Oh.
So they're just here for the summer. They leave.
Snowbird.
But it gets down to about, say, 15 degrees at night maybe. But it'll warm up to 25 to 30 degrees a day. And the thing that a lot of people don't realize is that water out there never gets colder than 57 degrees, because it comes in from the ocean and goes back out. No, this is we're only 700 miles from Seattle, so we probably get weather closer to what they get than what anybody.
But there's chunks of ice.
What's that?
There's ice.
The night?
No, there's ice in the water.
Oh, not really. You know, in certain places it will be, but what that is fresh water that's on top of the salt water, and it'll freeze. But the salt water doesn't freeze. Yeah, that right out there, you can see that's the ocean out there.
Salt water? Is this salt water?
Yeah. And since we've been having there's been no tourism, the government's been throwing a lot of construction money. They've been doing a lot of construction work here. island over there is the island of, that's a reservation of the Sipsian Indian tribe. Native tribe, I guess you could say. We're going to pull off right up here. We saw a killer whale here a couple days ago.
Oh, really? How big?
How big do you think they are? They were huge.
Huge?
It was a pod. It was the whole family. I'm sure that the male must have been 30, 40, 50 feet. Maybe 40. 45 maybe. It might be 40. Ang lamig yan, eh.
Hindi yan yellow. Except from ice. Talagang it's really cold. Ay, hindi ako makaligo dyan. Picture na tayo. Teka, alisin ko yung...
Watching the waterfall right there.
Oh, there it is.
We're gonna come back.
Oh, okay.
I used to have a log float that I bought for $5,000, and I had some people come to me later and they said, you know, we'd like to rent that log float.
Log float.
And I said, well, what do you mean? Well, I ended up selling it to them. I sold it to them for $25,000.
Oh.
So made big money. Put it right back in my business and lost it. And they brought in it's right down here. It's the building that they brought in from Hidden Inlet. This one was carved in 1892. It's an old totem pole. And this is a mud shark. That's not a killer whale.
Ang ganda lahat. Oh, ilan mo na. Ito yung...
Walk up here to the...
Mag-picture tayo. Pero meron na... Pero may picture na tayo dito. Ketchikan. Ay. Oh, is that Lincoln?
That's Abraham Lincoln.
Oh.
Alaska was purchased in 1867, and he was president then. And the Tlingit and the Haida were fighting and having battles here all the time. And so Lincoln sent the Coast Guard study, and he said, that's Abraham Lincoln up here. And he'd come over here and he told people, he said, look, stop your damn fighting, or we'll level your town with these cannons.
Better Sunday, better Sunday, better Sunday, better Sunday, better Sunday, better Sunday.
This one over here has the eagle on top. It's got the beaver on the bottom. They have two plans here. That's the eagle plan and the beaver plan. Here's the number one here in that same pole. Oh, there's another
Ketchikan is bigger than Juneau.
No, Juneau's actually bigger. It's our state capital. Or, well, it's our capital.
Yeah, that's right.
And they've got Juneau Douglas, and they got a bridge to build over to an island that they had right next to it, and so it's actually two cities in one. It's called Juneau Douglas. And our senator took $450 million to build our bridge over here to our airport. And Sarah Palin got in there